welcome to Business Growth School for Service Providers podcast. I'm your host Ali Salman, and this podcast is brought to you by Rapid Boost Marketing, online marketing for service providers. Are you a dentist, realtor, lawyer, accountant? Do you provide services locally? Then this podcast is for you. Here we share strategies, tricks, and techniques on how to generate more leads and sales using online marketing. Join us every day for 5 minutes and take away strategies which you can apply in your business. So we as humans, we love routine and habits. I can ask you, when you wake up, you do pretty much give and take certain things in a routine, right? You go and listen to a certain podcast, or you basically go on few websites which you basically visit in the morning. First time you pick up your phone, you check out your social media, you basically check out few websites, and all of us consume some sort of a content. Now imagine the podcast you listen to in the morning didn't came right where it was supposed to come. You'll move on, right? You'll find something else and you'll make a new habit and you're gonna subscribe to a new podcast, right? So all of us, we love routine and habits and we consume content. The problem is that when that content doesn't come up or doesn't show up, we move on. So attention doesn't stop for anyone, but attention rewards consistency, because we as humans, we don't like to change our habits, we don't like to change our routines. How hard is it to start a gym? I know that it's hard to start a gym because it's a new habit, right? Similarly, when you don't put out content consistently, the attention moves on, because people say, hey, you know what, you didn't show up, I'm gonna subscribe to this new podcast, I'm gonna basically read this new website, because they used to come on your website and they used to see new blog posts, and now in the second and third and fourth visit, nothing is there. Why? Because consistency is not there. When consistency is not there, you don't build momentum, and momentum equals to reliability of your brand. People will believe in you, people will believe in your brand if you're consistent. And if you're not consistent, as I said, attention doesn't stop for anyone. It moves on. They will go to the next blog feed. They will go to the next podcast. They will start watching someone else's video. And you basically lost that attention, right? Another example is very critical is when I ask small business owners, right, how often do you update your social media? How often do you update your blog? There is no consistency. It's not that I'm showing up every day, or I show up every alternate day, or I show up on Monday, or I show up on Friday. They are all doing sporadic content marketing, which is basically one of the core reasons that they are not gaining momentum. They're doing content, they're doing good content, they get up on Monday, they do a good video, and after 2 weeks they do another video, and after 2 months they do another video. They're like, I'm doing video, but they are not showing up consistent. It's like Game of Thrones didn't came on last Sunday. I'm sure a lot of you would have freaked out. You're like, what the hell is going on, right? And end of the day, you would have moved on. You would have end up watching some other series. So consistency is very critical when it comes to content generation, right? Any kind of content generation. You send an email out, you do a video, you do a podcast, you write a blog, your social media updates, across the board, consistency is critical. And if you're not consistent, you are hurting your brand in a big way. So a lot of social media channels like Snapchat, you don't show up every day, or you don't show up, right? The content you create, right? It's basically goes away. So on Snapchat, Instagram stories, Facebook stories, right? A lot of this new social media and the new real estate that's coming up, it's time driven, it's time bound. You don't show up right every day, someone else is showing up, and your customers are giving attention to them rather than you. So the question comes in that why small businesses, a lot of us out there, right, okay, are basically struggle with consistency. Why? What is the reason, right? A lot of people ask me. And I can tell you, like, one of the biggest reasons out there that, like, people tend to basically create content and create, like, social media post or email or a blog post on the fly, on the go. The day they are publishing it, the day they are writing social media content, the day they are sending an email, they tend to do that on the same day. There is no component of planning. There is no component of basically, like, getting ready, right, okay, 2 weeks in advance, right, okay. What if your videos are already recorded out for the whole month? You don't have to worry about it, because you know why? As humans, emergencies happen. Some days we are not in a mood to do it. Some days, like, things got busy at business, right? So all the things which could happen and that can derail your consistency. Number one way you can basically get over with that hurdle is plan ahead and create content ahead of the schedule, at least 2 weeks, but preferably, what I say, run 1 month in advance. Most of the bigger brands I have met, most of the guys who have been successful with content marketing, it doesn't matter what you're producing, from a video to a podcast to social media, any kind of content, they're consistent, and the consistency is reflected because their content is sometimes planned 3 months, 6 months in advance. And that is why a lot of you struggle, because you try to, like, do that the same day. Not only, like, you're not consistent then, but the quality of that also basically doesn't come out, because, like, you're trying to half-ass it, you're trying to just put out, right, rather than giving it its due share, planning it properly. So let's say every Monday, if you're doing a video, every Monday the video goes out consistently, right? I'm sure a lot of you, right, know that if you would have went to gym consistently, right, you and me both, we would have had a six-pack, right? So consistency is very critical when it comes to results, right? Nothing happens right away, but when you keep on doing it, when you keep on producing good content consistently, right, that's where you get massive results. And one of the best things which rewards consistency is Google search engines, right? When you're producing consistent content, search engines love you. They crawl your website more often because they know that you're providing something valuable. So they try to basically, basically it's like a reward system. The more you show up, the more they reward you. The more often you show up, the more often they reward you. So consistency is also tied up with search engine optimization and rankings and whatnot. So if you're consistent, not only you're gaining traction on social media and getting more engagement and whatnot, and you're getting more attention, but consistency is also rewarding you when it comes to your search traffic. So both ways, search and social, you're winning by putting on consistent content. So make sure, if you want to be successful in content marketing, go back and create a plan. Create a plan and stick to it. That plan won't be perfect, it's okay. That plan will going to improve over time, because now you have at least started to do it. It's like, they say, bad marketing done consistently beats good marketing. That's a classic way of, even if you go to the gym, even if you half-ass it, but you keep going to the gym, you'll at least see some results. So show up, guys. Show up consistently, because you're not showing up consistently, it's costing your brand quite a bit. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you want to listen to previous episodes, go to rapidboostmarketing.com/grow. Again, I'll repeat that, rapidboostmarketing.com/grow. I'll catch you tomorrow bright and early with another business growth lesson. Have a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.